take other grounds. That remains the talent, the confidence, the simplicity. Obviously, he became president. All the founding fathers were people of great learning, sacrifice, understanding, and statesmanship. Which I briefly mentioned in the Supreme Court Bar Association function. Kindly recall the circumstances, turbulent and tragic, existing when Constitution was being framed. India has been partitioned. Million people have been uprooted, killed. Division on the basis of religion. But what they came about? A country where governance will not be theocratic. There will be equality, there will be dignity, and there will be social justice. And most important, there will be gender justice. When we see the march of India's constitution in the last 70 years, all the problems which have confronted the world arose in India. Of race, of religion, of caste, of community, of language. At times impulsive, at times emotional, at times very hostile. And when the polity could not settle that, here was a judiciary, independent, robust, with the Supreme Court at the helms, coming with legal solutions which have become binding today. Therefore, in this huge, diverse country, the values of our constitution today stands completely embedded and settled. That we ought need to recall. One observation I would like to make here today, in the light of a recent judgment, I see a lot of enlightened opinion coming on the issue of faith. Let us all recognize the right to faith is also a fundamental right, under Article 25 and other articles. And I think if there is a competing claims about a particular piece of land depending upon the importance of a particular religion, the Supreme Court, as a good highest court, has exercised all the powers based upon elaborate evidence to come to a conclusion. But one particular aspect of the judgment is required to be highlighted, where the court has particularly noted the assimilating traditions of India, which has impacted all the religion over the years. And no religion is an exception of that. That assimilating, integrating tradition of India is what is truly the heritage of India. And the constitution makers have always recognized that. And for my young friends, I would like to briefly indicate that please go through the original constitution. When it was finalized, a debate arose, should we present it just like this? Or we should animate its pages with the heritage of India. And then Nehruji, Dr. Ambedkar, Sardar Patel, Maulana Azad, all decided we will. And then Mr. Nandlal Bose was commissioned, the famous painter of Bengal. And right, there is above fundamental right, is Lord Ram returning to Ayodhya from Sri Lanka with Lakshman and Sita. Above right principles of state policy is the sermons of Gita by Lord Krishna in the Mahabharata. There is Lord Buddha, there is Lord Mahavir, there is Guru Gobind Singh, Shivaji, Mahatma Gandhi. The whole Mohenjo-daro civilization, the Vedic period. There is Akbar but not Babur. We need to recall that. Why I am saying all this? The constitution makers were aware of the heritage of India, and they proudly wanted this heritage to be displayed in the part of the original constitution. The last point I would like to make is rights are important, very important. India has become, because the fundamental right has given them a stability, a voice, duly strengthened by the Supreme Court judgments, High Court judgments over the years. It's time also to reflect upon the duties, as has been said in our tradition, kartavya ke bina adhikar nahi. It's time we also take note of the commitments of the duties of the Constitution, embedded in the values. This year our government has decided to celebrate fundamental duties in a very big way, holding events all over the country, in schools, colleges, bar association, bar councils, youth parliament, that we need to also acquaint the rights and duties go together to make India what it is. We are very proud of our heritage, proud of our constitutional values